Hello everyone, my name is Zack Frederick and I'm here from the Manitoba Horticulture Productivity Enhancement Center Inc., otherwise known as MPEC Inc. locally. MPEC Inc. works on applied potato research for the Manitoba processing industry, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about our ongoing work with sulfur fertility programs. In these programs, we've been working for a while in a field variability study since about 2015, and we've created statistical associations between problem fields that didn't have sufficient 10 to 12 ounce tubers or sufficient total yield, and problems with the sulfur fertility program. Statistically, more often than not, these fields are lighter in texture, or they have sections of the field like a sand ridge that is light in texture. And often the data represented, we captured about 0 to 5 pounds of soil sulfur going down about 30 centimeters into the soil, which according to multiple different resources were generally running too low. And we noticed there was a critical juncture at row closure, which is going to be late June to early July, and where the running deficient in sulfur created the strongest decrease in the 10 to 12 ounce tubers and total yield.
And we wanted to actually put pen to paper and figure out what exactly is the threshold cutoff that we're seeing for this sulfur problem that we're observing. And on this particular site, we're sitting in a very sandy soil, and we start the season generally deficient, so between 5 and 0 pounds of soil sulfur. And we apply a couple of different products, mostly focusing on ammonium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, and 2 products from Tiger Sol, referring to their XP and Combo product line for slow release products. And with these 4 products, we put on rates with the goal of achieving 20, 60, and 100 pounds per acre on a soil test at this row closure junction, which means that we do apply different amounts of these products, which are available on our reports at websites like mbpotatoresearch.ca. At any rate, I won't bore you too much with the numbers at this point in the game, but what we found so far anecdotally through the course of this study is that we found a statistical association that really our target is about 40 pounds of soil sulfur by row closure. So we're trying to see what products and at what rates can take a deficient soil such as this and move us over the finish line with having at least that 40-pound benchmark, and also verifying that this is truly the line at which we want to see people achieve higher soil test results by row closure. And to that end, we've discovered that a variety of different products are able to get us over that finish line when you apply them pre-plant and then take your soil test results at row closure in early July. But there is a huge variation on the persistence of these products throughout the potato growing season, and with some of these slow release products, they can release up to 3 years later. So we can have sulfur release that would be helpful for, say, a subsequent canola crop in your rotation. So products that we're seeing, for example, with the magnesium sulfate, we'll see an enormous flush by July. By August, we're out of steam, and that stuff is mostly leached away. Something like ammonium sulfate often gets topped up with ammonium thiosulfate in a fertigation season, which keeps us fairly high throughout the entire season. And then some of these slow release products, we're seeing a huge flush by July, and that's maintained for several years. And a few slow release products, it's a very slow burn. So by a few months after application, there's not a lot that's released, but then it spikes tremendously in the years to follow. So that would impact, if you wanted to improve your potato sulfur, amount of sulfur in your potato products, then you would need to apply these products at different points other than the beginning of the potato rotation. So this will be the 3rd year that this study will be done on this offsite, so we should have fairly concrete results by the end of season if everything goes well. Applied research doesn't always follow the schedules that the scientist wishes. But at any rate, if we get our fairly conclusive results on our target rate and the products necessary to get there, what you should see in subsequent years is we will move this to grower fields to verify that what we see on these little plots here actually holds true when you're talking about 100 acres of potatoes, let's say, with soils of varying texture classes and topography and other issues that growers must battle in a regular season. So stay tuned. And these results will be available at the end of season and at the end of study at mbpotatoresearch.ca. Thank you very much for your time.